Every single night, more than 50% of adults will experience a nightmare. Some will forget them by morning, others wake drenched in sweat, heart pounding, trying to piece together visions that seem both real and yet unreal. Have you ever wondered what your nightmares are really trying to tell you? Tonight, we're going to journey into the darkest corners of the human mind, a place where logic collapses, fears grow teeth, and the monsters under your bed are not outside you, but deep within you. A nightmare isn't just a bad dream. Psychologists describe it as the brain's emergency alarm, a theater of terror where suppressed emotions, trauma, and unresolved fears play their macabre games. Falling endlessly, being chased by shadows, losing someone you love, these aren't random stories. They're encrypted messages from the subconscious. But why do some people have them almost every night? What are these nightmares trying to tell us? The truth is, they're our mind's desperate attempts to make sense of the senseless, to heal what hurts, and to confront what we refuse to acknowledge during the day. Stress can be the catalyst, a looming deadline, an argument, a loss, even repressed memories. Anything left unresolved can twist into a night terror. In rapid eye movement sleep, your brain lights up like a storm, attempting to process these emotions. It weaves them into surreal, terrifying scripts where the rules of reality are suspended and anything can happen. Take Elena, a woman who dreamt of drowning every night for months. She couldn't swim. In her dreams, she was always struggling, gasping for air, trying to escape, but never succeeding. It was terrifying, it was tormenting, and she couldn't understand why. Until one day in therapy, she unearthed a grief she'd buried for years. The death of a sister in a boating accident years ago. An event so traumatic that parts of it had been sealed off in her memory. Facing this buried trauma, she stopped drowning in her dreams. Or consider Marcus, a man haunted by a faceless figure that always seemed to be watching him. This nightmare started after his wife left him. He felt exposed, vulnerable, and this dread seeped into his sleep. In therapy, he explored his childhood fears and discovered a deep-seated anxiety about abandonment, a fear that had been triggered by his wife's departure. Confronting this fear, the faceless figure in his dreams became a guide, leading him to the path of healing. These are not isolated cases. Nightmares are a universal experience. They're the language of the soul, expressing what the conscious mind cannot. They're our mind's way of saying, I am here, I am watching, and you cannot hide from what you feel. Here's the revelation. Nightmares are not enemies. They're guides, showing us the way back to ourselves. When we ignore them, they keep coming back in different forms until we pay attention. They're persistent because they're protective. They won't let go because they want us to grow. Think about it. Why would your mind, your very survival mechanism, generate these terrifying scenarios if they weren't trying to lead you somewhere? The key is to follow them. Not in the literal sense, but metaphorically. Use lucid dreaming techniques. Keep a dream journal. Or engage in mindfulness and therapy to explore the messages they carry. So tonight, when the dark arrives and the monsters emerge from the shadows, remember, the horror is not out there in the darkness, it's inside you. And understanding it might be the key to your deepest healing. Have you faced a nightmare that changed you? Share your story below and join a community that turns fear into insight, pain into power, and nightmares into the guiding stars of our healing journey. Because the truth is, we're all a little broken, but that doesn't mean we can't find the light in the darkness. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please share it with those who may also find solace in these words. Together, let's navigate the darkness and find the light.